Right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Suplexes and Stuff podcast. Or if you're new, welcome to the Suplexes and Stuff podcast. This is being uploaded to all available audio platforms as well as the YouTube channel Skoogaloochi. If you're new to the channel or the podcast, welcome. I know I've gotten a couple new people, whether you've come from me uploading wrestling matches, WWE 2K wrestling matches, or just gameplay on YouTube, or maybe even the H3 Discord. Welcome to the channel. This is Suplexes and Stuff. Pretty much what I do here. If you're new to my format, I give my week's worth of wrestling intake. I talk about the shows that I watched during that week, and including pay-per-views. So this week would be the Royal Rumble that just passed, in the week leading up to that. So the next episode, which I'll try to get up promptly here within the week here, will be this past week's of wrestling and AEW Evolution, which, as of recording, just happened tonight. And so, like I said, sorry I haven't uploaded in a long time here. It's probably about 6-7 months. The rheumatoid arthritis kind of kicks my butt. I will admit that. Some days at the end of the day, I'm beat, whether physically or just strained emotionally or whatever. Just physically and both ways. Some days it's one, some days it's the other, some days it's both. It's kind of get hard to record stuff like that when you don't have a lot of energy, which hopefully you can understand. But with that being said, there's lots of good stuff going on too. Working to get a job, license, things like that I should have gotten a long time ago, but those things are coming up pretty quick. I'll have both of those things soon, and yeah, we're working towards that here as quick as we can. Though there are things going on. No one's half this. We're scratching her butt, but yeah, as quickly as we can because things with the government and fundings and things like that are um up in the air right now because things are obviously crazy with what's going on, and yeah. But with that being said, we are soon to start up a side thing going on here in the podcast, suplexes and stuff. Those of you returning to the podcast will know that I used to do a pro wrestling podcast with the Coach Raph. That's going to be coming back around WrestleMania time, and tentatively what we're planning on doing is we will cover NXT, their pay-per-views. I do believe WWE pay-per-views and the show Evolve that just started airing on Tubi. Pretty good stuff already, I gotta admit. Definitely feels like the black and gold, or that's what it's trying for. I know that's what they said, so there'll definitely be a point of talking point of contention there, whether we are getting that black and gold feeling from week to week, which remains to be seen. So far, so good. Yeah. So good stuff going on. Stuff to look out for in the podcast. And if you're listening, you can always follow along on the same platforms you have been, or move from one platform to the other audio-wise. That doesn't matter. You can still check it out. I'm on most available audio platforms. And then the YouTube channel, which I upload to that too. Well, I guess we'll see because things have changed with the Spotify Creator app. They have no longer have an editor built in, so I'm using the Riverside app that they suggested right now. This is all foreign to me. Hopefully, we're getting that sorted out before Coach and I's stuff starts. So that's basically why I'm uploading now, just to test things out, see how we're going to do that. But it looks like, from what I see, that options could be opening up. More options than I had previously, including video options and so forth and so on and so forth and so on and so forth. But this is just the audio. I could have uploaded video. I could upload the video to YouTube or whatever, wherever. So yeah, I mean, like I said, with the podcast between Coach and I, there's a lot to look forward to. I think so. So, like I said, I'll still be doing my regular stuff, sans NXT, and I'll probably not do the WWE pay-per-views on my own, unless, of course, there's a situation with Coach, who is a busy guy and a father and a professional wrestling manager. If he can't be available, I'll do the WWE pay-per-view of my own and add um, those NXT episodes to my regular stuff. But um, on a regular week where Coach is available, my uploads would be the suplexes and stuff. I'll do my weekly wrestling stuff, like I said, sans the NXT and WWE pay-per-views, the stuff that Coach and I are doing, and then Coach and I will upload and record. I'm all ass backwards today. We'll record and upload, pretty much the same format. Things might change a little bit, tweak it up a little bit differently on that version of the podcast. But yeah, what him and I will be doing the covering NXT. I don't know about Level Up or whatever that's called anymore. I don't want to muddy everything up. But in in the first couple episodes, we might talk about LFG as well. Because that's a new thing that's going on right now, of course. So yeah, like I said, but yeah, we'll do NXT pay-per-views, and most WWE pay-per-views, as well as Evolve. And I don't know if they're going to have premium live events, pay-per-view, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. I guess we'll see. We're only one episode in so far, but yeah, like I said, that's what's going on with personal life. Sorry, like I said, haven't uploaded in a while. If you've seen the YouTube channel, I've been uploading video game wrestling matches, video game content, other kind of stuff. Look forward to more stuff. I know that I do plan on reviewing Dark Match, Chris Jericho's new movie on Shudder, and because I have Shudder, I figure I might as well go ahead and throw that up. That'll be a YouTube exclusive, YouTube Skoogaloochi, Skooglo. Skoogaloochi that was incorrect. Skoogalloochi. Skoogaloochi. Why can't even spell my own shit? But yeah, watch out for some stuff there. I'm gonna upload some videos and stuff like that. I have some plans there. Um, but yeah, like I said, health wise, it's just hard to get energy some days and find the time. By the time my day's done, I'm kind of drained. I really don't want to hop on the podcast, but I have been the whole time keeping notes, and I've got notebooks full of pay-per-views and weekly stuff. So I'm just as sharp as ever, I suppose, except in the mind, the ever-deteriorating mind. Anyways, um, so yeah, without further ado, we're already 10 minutes into the podcast, so now would be a good time to do an ad read if I had anybody listening that would deem an ad break. It would be an ad break. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking around, but yeah. Let's start off. This is the week before the Royal Rumble, and then we'll get into the Royal Rumble itself. And then at the end of the video, like I said, AEW Revolution happened tonight as we're speaking. This is in the middle of the night. This is after AEW Revolution, and I won't give any spoilers out on the night of. I don't do that. I could review it right now, but that'll be on the next episode. Like I said, um, the whole week's worth of stuff, and then at the end of that week, AEW Revolution. I'll review that as well. But as far as tonight, I won't give you the results. I will say I did well, but I will give you my predictions at the end of the video. Like I said, predictions sans results. I mean, obviously you can look that up if you want, but I just don't want to outright spoil you for AEW Revolution on this cast. Thank you and good night, and thank you and continuation, if you will. Monday Night Raw from February 24th, 2025. Ludwig Kaiser defeated Kenta and Pete Dunne. The New Day defeated the LWO. Gunther defeated Akira Tozawa. Lyra Valkyria defeated Dakota Kai. Braun Breaker defeated Dirty Dom. And Liv and Raquel Rodriguez defeated Bianca Belair and Naomi to become the Women's Tag Team Champions. Next up on the docket is NXT from February 25th, 2025. Stephanie Vaquer defeated Carmen Petrovic. Moose defeated Lexis King. I love this stuff. The NXT TNA crossover, of course. The Hardy Boys defeated the No Quarter Catch Crew. Amazing stuff. Lola Vice defeated Ariana Grace. Devon Evans and Ricky Saints defeated Ethan Page and Wes Lee. So, yeah, like I said with the stuff with Coach, we both have a love for NXT. Anything I've ever done in wrestling up until this point would have been impossible if I hadn't cut my teeth on NXT. Of course I've watched wrestling before then, but watching and getting into NXT and the crowd and seeing the crowd made me want to it really made me want to go to an indie wrestling show, and that sparked a movement from there, from going to the indie wrestling shows to meeting up with people, starting a podcast, doing my own podcast, then watching live show podcasting about that, to now just pretty much the TV stuff until things pick back up here, like I said, with the job and the vehicle, to getting to go to those kinds of things from time to time, and I'll be covering them if and when applicable. But yeah, so like I said, Coach and I have a real love and passion for NXT, so I personally think that we have a good chemistry. We've been talking for a while about doing it. This is what we fell on. We'll start up around WrestleMania, Stand and Deliver. So it'd be like probably, I would imagine we would cover WrestleMania night 1 and 2 and Stand and Deliver, or maybe just doing them separately. Who knows? I don't know. That'll be something that we'll talk about. On that note, we'll keep you updated. But next up on the docket is Dynamite from February 26th, 2025. Hangman Adam Page defeated Aaron Solo Will Ospreay defeated Brian Keith. The Outrunners defeated the Murder Machines. Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong and Adam Cole defeated FTR and Daniel Garcia. Harley Cameron defeated Deonna Purrazzo. Konosuke Takeshita defeated Orange Cassidy. We move on. TNA Total Nonstop Impact Action from February 27th, 2025. We had Mike Santana defeating Ora Mensa from NXT. We had Tessa Blanchard defeating Kelsey Heather. We had Steve Maclin defeating Casey Navarro. Spitfire defeating Ash and Heather by Elegance. Mance Warner defeating Sami Callihan by DQ. Frankie Kazarian defeating Ace Austin. And The System defeating Obafemi and the Hardy Boys. We move on to Ring of Honor from February 27th, 2025. Esfinge, Fuego, and Atlantis. And now I do believe because the first one was Atlantis, and then the second match was Atlantis Jr. You're going to get confused with all the luchadors. I'm not going to lie to you or hold you. Esfinge, Fuego, and Atlantis defeated Rocky Romero, Euphoria, and Gran Guerrero. Then we had La Catalina defeating Lady Frost. The Beast Mortos defeated Adam Pearce. The Infantry defeated Rosario Grillo and Jimmy Wild. Blake Christian defeated Fuego del Sol. The Dark Panther defeated Gravity. Sorry about that, Paige Wrestling. Heard it. And then Atlantis Jr., Mascara Dorado, and Templario defeated Magnus, Soberano Jr., and Volador Jr. Volado. SmackDown, February 28, 2025. Tiffany Stratton defeated Chelsea Green. Jacob Fatu defeated Andrade. Carmelo Hayes defeated Braun Strowman. LA Knight defeated Santos Escobar. Roxanne Perez defeated the Judgment Day. Roxanne Perez and the Judgment Day defeated Bianca Belair, Naomi, and Bayley. The Judgment Day being, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Then we had LA Knight defeated Jacob Fatu and Carmelo Hayes, so he's got a shot at the SmackDown Championship, the United States Championship, which, of course, spoiler alert, this is on the week. But it didn't happen tonight, so it's not like that, I'm spoiling it on the night or day it happened. But yeah, LA Knight did defeat Shinsuke Nakamura on this past episode of Friday Night SmackDown. But I digressed and digest, as we know, because coming up next is Collision from February 28th, 2025. The Undisputed Kingdom defeated FTR and Wheeler Yuta. Oh yeah, excuse me. Undisputed Kingdom defeated FTR. Wheeler Yuta defeated Willie Mack. Swerve Strickland defeated Clark Connors. Shane Taylor Promotions and Sean Dean defeated Dave Dutra, Nick Robles, and Vinny Massero. Queen Aminata defeated Julia Hart. Bandito defeated Powerhouse Hobbs. Bandito and Powerhouse Hobbs defeated the Learning Tree. So that being said, that's the week's worth of stuff. We'll jump straight into my review of the Elimination Chamber. The Elimination Chamber. It means toilet bowl. We started off with the Women's Elimination Chamber. We had Alexa Bliss taking on Roxanne Perez, Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan, and Naomi. Now, of course, we know that the winner of this match was Bianca Belair. And we seen Jade Cargill make her return as she laid waste to Naomi when we thought it was going to be Liv. The whole storyline here now, you could decipher that Naomi did it. That's what she said on, like I said, this week's past. We'll cover it more in detail. That's what she said she's on this week's SmackDown, but I guess it's still up in the air as to was she lying or I don't know. I think there's a lot of curveballs to throw into that whole situation. But yeah, she laid waste to Naomi. She brutally attacked her. She ended up getting stretchered out. The match continues as Bianca Belair enters. Roxanne Perez is the next one to enter, and then Bayley after her. Roxanne hits a nasty power bomb to Bayley and a frog splash for a 2 count. Liv hits a code breaker on Roxanne Perez for a 2 count. Alexa Bliss then enters last, and she cleans house. Bliss hits a running running on a seated opponent, Twisted Bliss. Bayley anyway. That was a 2 count. Then Bayley hits a sliding crossbody onto the outside, onto Bliss and Belair on the outside. Liv eliminates Bayley with an Oblivion. Bianca jumps off the pod onto everyone. They hit a huge Tower of Doom. Bliss is eliminated by Roxanne Perez with a top rope Twisted Bliss. Bliss eliminates Roxanne Perez with a top rope Twisted Bliss. I'm sorry about that. After Liv hits her with a code breaker. Liv hits the Three Amigos on Belair. Bliss hits the Sister Abigail on Belair, but with help from Belair's Braid, she gets a roll-up elimination on Bliss. Then Liv hits a top rope code breaker on Belair, but gets speared for a 2 count. Belair does win the match with a kiss of death after the two share a gnarly exchange. And my rating for that was a 9.5. It was a good match for me. I enjoyed that. Then the next up, I don't have a lot of notes on. I actually, when I wrote my notes, then I rewrote my notes. I must have lost the notes on this one, but it was Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus versus Candice LeRae and Nia Jax. My notes on this one are Nia Jax, she's just gotten really a lot better over the past years in my book. She's gone from getting let go, getting hired back. I just think she's finally got that footing, and she's got that the same presence as a Becky Lynch, those 4 pillar wrestlers, without having had spent that time in NXT either way. But like I said, it was a good match. Candice LeRae really showed out in this one. It was nice to see Trish Stratus, and it was nice to see her wrestle in front of her kids. After I had watching her for over 20 years. So the whole thing was pretty good. The good guys won in the end was Trish Stratus and Tiffany Stratton took the win. I would probably give it about a 7.25. And then up next, we had Kevin Owens taking on Sami Zayn. The match begins. The match being an unsanctioned match, the lights were dimmed in the arena. Owens attempted to hit Sami Zayn with a chair, but it cracked off the ropes and hit him right in the face. After this, Sami attacks him with a chair. Sami gets a hold of a hockey stick, and that was brought out by Kevin Owens, and hits chairs laid out on top of Owens with the hockey stick. And then Owens hits him with the stick and bites his face. He stacks 2 tables at ringside. Then Sami and Owens fight into the crowd. Owens chokes Zayn with the security ribbon that's separating the stairs and stuff like that. Sammy puts Owens through a table with a blue thunder bomb, then hits another blue thunder bomb in the crowd. Owens throws Zayn off of the top rope to the outside through those two stacked tables once they get back to the ring. Owens brainbusters Sammy through a chair for a 2 count. Sammy hits a half and half suplex and another through a chair. Sammy clips the referee with a haluva kick. Then Owens hits a stunner. A new ref counts to 2. Kevin Owens didn't like that, so he took that referee out. Then throws a chair at Sammy's face. Owens puts Zayn through a table with a fisherman buster for 2. Sammy hits a haluva kick for 2. Sammy pulls out a steel chair wrapped in barbed wire and slams on Kevin Owens with it. And Zayn sends Owen head first into a chair with a drop toe hold right in his face. Sammy bridges chairs together and puts Owens through them with a blue thunder bomb. But Owens kicks out at 2. And then later on, Owens hits a pop-up powerbomb on the outside. Fixes a chair on Sami Zayn. Throws him around the ring posts on the outside. Then he hits Zayn with a powerbomb on the outside on the ring apron. And then hits a second one. Zayn tries to fight back, but Owens hits a third powerbomb. And he does win the match. For me, this was a 10 all day. It wasn't the best encounter of, it wasn't Ladder Wars, but it's still on that caliber. But nothing, I don't think anything could top the Ladder War encounter for me. This was still a 10 star, 10 rated, whatever you want to call it. If it was the Meltzer scale, it would be a 5 star. If it was even the other guys, Wrestle Juice would be a 5 star. It's a 10 star. It's 10 for me. And, that's basically what this is. This is my opinion, the whole show, until we get to Coach Night, and it's his opinion and my opinion, and just our opinion. And it's just like an anus. Everyone's got one. You feel me? Next up was the men's elimination chamber? I'm just thinking. I'm thinking it was, so if I missed anything, I apologize about that, and let me know if I do. But yeah, next up for me, I must be the men's elimination chamber where CM Punk took on John Cena, and then Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre, and the guy I'll refer to as Asshole Paul, or just Asshole. Which of course we know that John Cena did win. The match starts out with Drew and Rollins. Seth Rollins beats Drew's face off the CM Punk's cage, and after a finisher counter exchange, nonetheless, Seth scores a big running knee for 2 and Priest enters third. Drew and Damian slug it out, and then Priest hits a razor's edge on Rollins, throwing him onto Drew on the outside of the ring. Then Asshole enters fourth. Then he gets a quick 2 count on Priest and a 2 count on Drew. But Drew ends up bell clapping him and throws him around the pod in the the chain on the outside of the elimination chamber. Bunghole wipes out Priest on the outside. Rollins punches him for a 2 count. Then we get John Cena entering second to last. He hits a 5-knuckle shuffle in an AA and gets claymored by Drew. Priest rolls up Drew for a win. Bunghole hits a splash off the top of the pod. Bunghole Paul, that is. For a win. Then Punk enters last. He hits a brainbuster on Bunghole and hits a running knee. Beats him around the pod. Punk eliminates Bunghole with a GTS. Then we had a nice Punk Cena encounter, the age-old fights, John Cena and CM Punk. Cena counters a GTS into an STFU. Punk gets an Anaconda Vice in. Cena hits an attitude adjustment for 2. Rollins comes back and attacks Punk, power bombs him off the cage and throws him through the pod, and curb stomps him. Cena and Punk eliminate Seth Rollins, but as a team. But Punk gets a GTS. Then after Seth is eliminated on Cena, Cena hits an attitude adjustment for 2. Rollins gets back in the match, stomps Punk, and Cena locks in an STFU again for the win. And then we all know what happened after the Elimination Chamber. Cody came out to address the whole situation of The Rock. We'll talk more about The Rock and stuff like that next week and what's going on there and the whole situation more and more once Coach and I get on the case. But yeah, John Cena turned heel after this. Crazy. First time since his the beginning of his run or whatever that he was anywhere near a bad guy. This is going to be very interesting to say the least. Very interested to see where they go with this. It's going to be real fun. But yeah, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we reached the end of the episode, which means we've hit the pick 6. Now, pick 6 probably went different ways at different times, but in 2025, the year of our Lord and Savior, this is the way pick 6 goes. I'm going to pick my man of the week, my woman of the week, my tag team of the week, my moment of the week, my championship of the week, and my program/show of the week. So, before I do that, like I said, be sure to be following Audioly if you want to listen to audio only on all your audio streaming platforms such as Spotify, iHeartRadio, Sirius XM. I'm on there. Pretty much any audio streaming platform you can think of, I'm on it. YouTube channel Skoogaloochi, that's going to be up on there too. Some YouTube stuff coming up. Like I said, video stuff. All depends on what goes on with Coach and I here. Like I said, with this Riverside app, there's a lot of different avenues we could go down if that's what we decide to do. Try something out like that. But yeah, make sure you're following somewhere. Like it, subscribe on your platform of choice to make sure you're getting the brand new episodes and updates on said episodes. Social media wise, you can follow us on Threads, suplexes and stuff on Threads. I have an Instagram for suplexes and stuff, but I mean, it's a podcast and we don't really upload too many pictures or whatever at the moment. But though, like I said, if social media wise, Threads is the place to follow. Or my Skoogaloochi, Steven Skoogaloochi if you're nasty. My opinion, yeah, his opinions on things. I'm on Threads, running at the Yapper. So yeah, like I said, follow us there. I post updates on podcast happenings there. So yeah, with that being said, let's do pick 6 from February 24th, 2025 through March 1st, 2025. My man of the week is Kevin Owens. My woman of the week is Bianca Belair. Tag team of the week, Trish Stratus and Tiffany Stratton. My moment of the week was John Cena turning heel, of course. Championship of the week is that Universal Championship title that Cody Rhodes holds. That seems like to be, to me, the hot ticket, especially if The Rock wants your soul over it. And my program/show of the week would obviously have to be the Elimination Chamber. So, That being said, ladies and gentlemen, you already know where to check me out. Like I said, Threads, audio wise, I'm on pretty much every audio streaming platform. And do check out the YouTube channel Skoogaloochi, Skoogalochi. Thank you for listening. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you next time. Thank you.